Hey, bros, just California Clay here, stopping by. Just wanted to say congrats on sweeping the season series. It's been a bit of a rough year for, well, both of us, but hey, you don't have to do anything more. Show some mercy, please, right? We're just trying to get by, right? You understand, right? Right? What's going on here? I got a bad feeling about this.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
Wow. You have to get up, do what they do. But that was insane. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Come on. I make go records, baby. I'm liking this. Hello, everyone. Welcome to... One second. What are you doing? You got rid of California Clay. You're done here. I got a thing to do. Now get... Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Hawks Recap. My name is Clay. You saw Sith Clay and California Clay earlier. Thank you for tuning in. The Blackhawks just completed their 66th...
Execute Order
Shut up!
66.
My God, I'm getting overrun on my own show. Blackhawks just completed their 66th game of the season, and they come away with the big 6-2 victory over the Anaheim Ducks. The Blackhawks welcoming the month of March with wide open arms, a much friendlier schedule this month than it was last month. If you weren't paying attention, February, the Hawks were on the road for basically every single game. It's the complete opposite for the month of March. Hawks are going to be home cooking for most of their games. It might be a little too late for the Hawks to really make a run for the playoffs. I mean, they're still going to try and do it, and really with the schedule, it's in their favor, but... A little too late. February really took its toll on them in terms of the results. They played fairly decently, really, given the circumstances, but just weren't able to really pull out the results, and here they are. However, the wildcard teams in the West really aren't pulling away with it, so the Hawks have been able to kind of hang in there, just by a thread, just because of that, heading into this month. We'll see what happens. If they're dead set on making a run, well, let's see them do it. Hawks started off strong in this first period, the first 5 minutes, really dominating play. They would get rewarded for that play about 2 minutes in, where Adam Boqvist makes, for the second straight game, a shot pass to an open teammate's stick, who can just easily redirect into the back of the net. Last game it was Taves. This game it's Kajula. Nonetheless, Boqvist with another assist, and Hawks up 1-0 early. Unfortunately, the Hawks kind of took their foot off the gas, or just seemed complacent getting that one goal, maybe thinking this game was going to be easy against an Anaheim Ducks team that's not really good this year, but you can't really do that. Everybody in the league, in the NHL, is a professional hockey player. You can't really take shifts off. The Hawks struggled for the rest of the first period, and they got outshot 16-6 in that first. Thankfully, though, Crawford, starting his sixth straight game in this one, was absolutely fantastic and kept the Hawks in the lead, making 16 saves in that first period. Hawks go into the second up by 1. Thankfully, the Hawks seemingly learned their lesson, at least in this game. They would come out and play a more complete game for the rest of the 40 minutes. The Hawks would come out strong in that second period, just as they did in the first period, and just as they were rewarded in the first, they were rewarded in the second. Just shy of 4 minutes in, Duncan Keith with a shot from the point gets redirected by a defenseman's stick, goes wide, but bounces right back out to Dylan Strome, and he pots it home to put the Hawks up 2-0 early on in the second period. The Ducks would end up getting that goal basically right back. About 30 seconds later, Milano takes the puck into the zone, and he takes it all the way around the net behind Crawford. And Connor Murphy, playing the right side there, goes with him, stays with him, and keeps with him around the net and basically all the way to the left-hand side. I did not like that. I know it's a man-to-man system, but you can still pass guys off to another player. I would have liked to see Connor Murphy pass that guy off to the other defenseman instead of us now having two defensemen on the left-hand side. It basically just seemed to throw the defense off, and then it ended up basically having the puck go into an empty net with kind of how the Hawks were running around. I don't know. Maybe he was supposed to pass him off and just kind of got greedy chasing him. I don't know. But I didn't like that. After that, the Hawks would find themselves in a little bit of foul trouble. They'd take a couple penalties, had to kill off a 5-on-3. Luckily, the PK and Crawford came up big and killed off all those penalties to keep the Hawks up by 1. And then after that, well, this game went from 0 to 100 real quick. With about 4.5 minutes left to go in the second period, Lucas Carlsson gets the puck up to Patrick Kane, right-hand side of the offensive zone, and he kind of delays and then just throws a laser rocket pass to Dylan Strome, who's crashing that back post, and he just has to redirect it home. His second goal of the game, Lucas Carlsson with the secondary assist, his first career NHL point. That's a pretty cool moment. Hawks are up 3-1. Then with about 2 minutes left to go in the middle frame, Hawks find themselves on a 3-on-1 odd man rush. Alex Nylander with the puck on the left-hand side. Will he pass it to Taves on the far side? Or will he pass it to Saad, who's the trailer? He'd pass it to neither. He would just take it in, forehand, backhand, top shelf. Silky. Alex Nylander, 9th goal of the season, puts the Hawks up 4-1. And then 15 seconds after that, Ducks defense just really struggling getting the puck out. The puck's at their feet. They just don't know what to do with it. Nylander grabs the puck, gets it to Patrick Kane, who's in the slot with a lot of bodies around him, but no defense really being played. And, well, it's Patrick Kane. He pots it home, and the Hawks go into the third period with a 5-1 lead. The Ducks would end up getting another goal about 8.5 minutes into the third period, a redirected shot from the point. Not a whole lot Crawford could do about that. Now, Crawford would end up getting hit in the head a little bit later in that third period by Getzlaf's knee. Don't like to see that at all, especially with Crawford's past. And, well, the concussion spotter saw that, took him out for about a shift. It didn't seem like there was anything wrong. It was just precautionary, which is fantastic. But Malcolm Subban had to go in, so he makes his Blackhawks debut for a minute 10, gives up 0 goals on 0 shots, and, well, next whistle, Crawford comes right back in, and we're back to our normal game. The Hawks would end up scoring one more time, just under 5 minutes left to go in the game. Great forechecking from Highmore. He gets the puck over to Camp, who just puts it into a wide open net past Miller, who was in for Gibson at the start of the third period because Gibson, they tortured him enough in the first 2 periods. But Camp scores to make it 6-2, and that's how this game would end. The Blackhawks get their 3rd straight victory with a 6-2 win over the Anaheim Ducks. Whew. Well, that was fun. It's tough to tell if the Hawks were really good in this game or if the Ducks were just really bad. I'm going to guess it was a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Nonetheless, a much tougher test for the Hawks the next game. They play the Edmonton Oilers, who made a big play at the deadline. They are looking pretty darn solid, a pretty dangerous team. They got probably the top 2 players in terms of the Hart nominations. You got Draisaitl, McDavid. I mean, that's going to be tough. But the Hawks start off a back-to-back with Edmonton in the first game and then Detroit in the second game. I'm expecting to see Crawford to play against Edmonton and then Subban getting his proper debut for the Hawks against the Detroit Red Wings. That one was going to be in Detroit. So, with that said, it'd be lovely if the Hawks could get 4 points, but they need to at least come away with 2. However, at this point in the season, with where they are in the standings and with everyone above them, it's not necessarily the amount of points that they're behind the wild card spots. It's the amount of teams that they still have to jump. They have to jump like 4 teams, and that's just really tough to do, especially with a lot of those teams playing each other and possibly getting those loser points, those extra points. That makes it super tough. But nonetheless, we've got about a month left of hockey, so might as well enjoy it, right? Thank you so much for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate that as always. But most importantly, Stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.